Okay, hey everyone, we are live. Today we are continuing live coding a UFC app with okay, yes, so today gonna be more fun. This is the UI generated by Claude, which I'm not a big fan of. So this is the upcoming fights. That's the good part. Upcoming events with all the fights. Let's see. Okay, so I need to somehow come up with a plan for the design. I need to understand what type of design I want and explain it to Claude, I guess. Then I can test the prediction. Okay, so let's check the responsive mobile version for this. I don't know what's the purpose of this section. Fight night awaits. Would it be better, like, let's say we delete that section and we have upcoming events listed here instead of this on this section? I think it could be much better. Like, I think it just gives nothing to the user. Okay, user entered the website. And okay, sees this, which like tells me nothing. Yeah, it's just the description of real-time fight cards, fighter analytics, AI power prediction, cage site companion for every UFC event. Yeah, I kind of think it's not necessary. Yeah, okay, I'll try to talk with Claude about this. So, okay, I checked, I liked it, but couple of fixes I want to mention. So first of all, when we enter the page, I feel that that section where we write fight night awaits and the description of this website kind of feels unnecessary to me. Like, what does it give to the user? Like, I think maybe it could be better when a user, like, immediately on a page sees the upcoming events instead of this. This thing I think we could do at the on the about page. What do you think about it? That's my first question. The second question is, I initially thought that display upcoming events not like grid layout, but on top of each other, like they have on the UFC webpage, like kind of in that style, you know. What do you think about it? Can we discuss it?
Lean into the sounds you love. Take your playlists anywhere with offline downloads, or play your song of the moment again and again with unlimited repeats.
And let's see.
Get all the music without hearing audio ads on Spotify Premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
Okay. Much better, I think. Now. Okay, I think it's much better. Before I proceed to adjusting these cards, I think I need to just change overall colors of the website. I'm not a big fan of this. And the logo too, I need to generate some logo. What to name it also. So, clean bill he removed, fight night awaits, splash tagline. And all this go. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm thinking just I'm not a big fan of the colors of the website. I don't know, it feels like I have seen it somewhere. It's like regular MMA style. I don't know which MMA brand or website I relate these colors to, but I want to change it. I want to try some lighter palettes, you know, not exactly like UFC has, but some more lighter, you know, coloring. So can we experiment on that? And also can we define some palettes files so we have our own palettes defined, so we reuse it, you know, instead of just hard coding it? Please make sure we do like that. And can you help me with trying some lighter palettes? Can you generate some palettes? Yeah, so okay, so Claude generated. I asked for different colors. Let every MMA site ever. Okay, so which bone and ember, warm white, cream background, charcoal, text, burnt orange accents, think premium fight magazine, or state and electric, full light, gray background, deep navy, and the gray. Okay, I think slate and electric is the one I imagined. Let's see how it does. I should have told that set up pellets in a way that, let's say I want to change it, we just change a couple of variables, the colors, and it changes, so we don't need like big refactoring. I hope it does it like that. Let's see. Yeah, so it's adjusting the layout file, and it does it like page. Okay, so where did it adjust the layout? Yeah, it's using tailwind colors, I guess. Upcoming events. So what I wanted to do is it's just hard coding slate, and I need variables, so we just change it in the main file, and we don't need to then refactor everything. I need something like this styles, this palette types. Create the material UI. Yeah, I need material UIs, create theme, need to set though. Okay, what do we have? Do we have even material UI here? Material UI we don't have. Okay, let me see. No, for material UI, I will ask the new terminal to do it. so it finished updating. Okay, it updated this too. Red corner, blue corner. I don't know, it's kind of not bad, but still something is missing. I don't like this color. First of all, I don't know, I don't like that we have hard-coded this everything here. Yeah, it's not cool. Yeah, I don't like also this blue color. Yeah, I guess I will need to define my custom colors for this. So, yeah, it's kind of weird thing that this one. Event card. So we have name, main event, red corner name. This is wrong. Main event. Should be the last fight. This one. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. These colors discourage me kind of. I think, okay, I have one question, like, okay, so I'm not a big fan, but I think we can leave these colors for now, and I'll proceed to other fixes, but I need to make sure that actually I need to define the theme. We need to create theme with material UI. Okay, so I will use new Claude tab here. There. Okay, in the folder MMA Fight Companion, check the init file, so you know the project. So I need you to initialize set up the material UI, and we need to create theme, and we need to define some colors for the project. Okay. Let me switch to the plan mode. Okay, let's go. High skyrocketing tech. Yes, I'm using Opus 4.6. Yeah. Have tried Codex as well, 5.3, but it's kind of a bit slower. So yeah, I stick to Claude with this one. Okay, so I think my video. Global CSS, it updated. Dark mode defined for future toggle support. That's cool. Okay, before I plan the material UI setup, I have a couple of questions. Project currently use Tailwind Chat CN. Do you want to use material alongside Tailwind or replace Tailwind with? Okay, no, actually. I want it to use alongside the Tailwind. Or maybe I don't need it because I have Chat CN. Yeah, okay, so maybe I don't really need the material UI. So what I want to do is to create some theme. So I define colors like for the project, color palettes, and so I'll have them in one place so I can adjust the color palettes, because I'm not decided with the final colors of the website. Okay, I just wonder if my project will benefit from the MCP server. Hey, so can you please check the init file in the folder MMA Fight Companion? So in this project, basically, the project is like small, and would I benefit from setting up the MCP server for this project? What's your ideas on this? Okay, so based on my assessment, probably not necessary. What the project is just Next.js web application. Okay. MCP servers are useful when you need external tool integration. Okay. Yeah, actually that's right. Yeah, the project is too small, so I don't need it yet, actually. Yeah, I mean, where can I find actually good designs, the ones that I want? Template. Maybe here. Let me check. It's not video design template. Let's see, one championship. What is their website like? Events. No, I mean, no, I mean, I don't understand this website. How can it cost like $69? This template. Okay, whatever. Okay, we made these changes. Will it be easy just to tweak the colors variables and the whole website theme coloring will change, or will I need to go through each individual component and update color there with our current approach? Okay, so plan updated. There are also inconsistencies where red corner is used in some components. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are suggesting to put everything into global CSS, as I understand, but maybe it's possible to do something like we create custom like palettes.ts file where we define our custom colors. Is it possible like this, or global CSS is better approach? Okay, so which approach do you prefer? Okay. But approach to work. An actual palette.ts file has nice advantage. You can also import colors in JavaScript. So one source of truth to have with palette.ts file or global CSS. Layout TS, import palette TS and generate style. Yeah. Yes, that's what we want. We want to have one source of truth, and when we change colors in one file, it affects everything. So yeah, let's go with this. Okay, so I'm checking the plugins of Claude. We have code review, which is very useful tool. I think I will use it definitely at work, but not now. Now I don't need GitHub, MCP servers. Okay, feature dev, comprehensive feature development workflow. What is this? Yeah, feature dev is interesting, but I just can't see the whole. Okay, code simplifier is really cool stuff. I think it refines the code for clarity. That's what we need here, especially Ralph loop, self-referential A loops. Okay, iterative is I think for autonomous coding more. TypeScript, superpowers, disclose brainstorming. Brainstorming is cool, I think. It's testing, commit commands, Serena, semantic code analysis, security guidance. Adds educational insights about implementation choices. I don't need this now. Cloud MD management. Yes, this is what we need. Yeah, let's install for this project. Now here it wants clear the context. Yeah, and proceed. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I need to restart here. Oh, we don't have restart. Okay, let's restart the Claude. Run another one. Okay, let's check what was the name of the plugin, like init MD file management.
Let your music taste shine with Premium. Host a jam with your friends and share your favorite songs with the entire squad, without ad breaks. You can also play your favorite albums in any order with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
Proceed. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, now this is very cool stuff. It will update the MD file, but I don't want to do this yet. I first want to finish this current task of the let's, then I can do it, I guess. Yeah, okay, I just I hate this, you know, the messy components. I want it to be like clean and, you know, break down into smaller components. So let me check one more plugin, Code Simplifier, which I want to try. Also superpowers. Okay, let's go with Code Simplifier first. Guys, gonna be back. Just a cigarette break, a minute. I'm gonna be back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so it's still updating, I see. Okay, simplifier installed. What else? Plugin. What else do we have in plugins? Security guidance, Sirena, peer review, Superbase. Oh, Repta app, article-based search and understanding. I don't need this. Hookify is cool, I think. Easily create custom hooks. Claude code setup. Actually, I needed to do this in the beginning. C# language server for code intelligence, GitLab, Stripe. Yeah, I mean there are plenty of plugins which I think I don't need now. Let's restart the terminals here. Okay, so here it finished everything, I think. Okay, so let's check what do we have. Config pellet.ts. So I see you defined pellet.ts file. Now, can you check if the components that are being used on the main page are wired up to this variables? Okay, the results, everything's properly wired. Here's the full chain. Okay, pipeline connected. Okay, let's test actually. Let's say I set this to red. Check the main page. Yeah, it's wired up. Yeah. Okay, now in that case, I can maybe update the MD file, then run another instance and ask to just change the colors, let's say. Okay, now let's do it. How was it called? MD Brewer, MD management. Okay. um hmm, I let it audit one more time and update the MD file, then I'll run the new instance and ask to update the colors on the project. Also, I don't like the logo and the name, but I guess I can deal with it later. Just first thing, like, which I want this to like be unique, is the design, because this is not a like very complicated app. It's not like super multifunctional AI powered app. It's just simple, and when it's simple and it has some purpose, it needs to look good, you know. When someone joins, like, you should like it, the design. And it's a struggle, you know, for a developer who is not a designer, and it's very hard. Like, I have no experience creating any designs. I just have a just simple like understanding of how I want this to look like. Okay, so now so let's wait. I'll make it initialize the MD file, update it with the current structure. Then I'm gonna proceed with changing colors. Also, I want actually to commit these changes, and I want a new branch, you know. No, actually, I won't break anything. Nothing is done yet, so I guess I can continue working on this, then create second branch. Okay, I'll wait for Claude MD update before commit. Also need to figure out some nice font. Okay, would you like... Okay, what did it discover? Let's see. Okay, yes, proceed with all improvements and consider that I just have set up the palette.ts file where we have all the colors for the project, so be aware of that. So we are using those colors wired to the components. Okay, I think it's gonna do just big refactoring now, not big, but like meaningful. So initially, before I created this project, I had some MD plan file, but then during working, I did not follow it like step by step. Some features I implemented during the workflow, like just came up with a new approach, so didn't strictly follow MD file. So now the Claude is complaining, checking that initially this was the plan and it's not there. So I think stick to the plan is better option. So let's see how it goes here. Okay, alright, Claude MD file. Okay, it updated MD file. Let's see what does it have. Okay, single source of truth for all project colors. Okay, now what I need to do is run a front end plugin, I think. Okay, so I noticed the cool stuff here. He's exploring files, and as I see for exploring, he kind of used Haiku model, which is the weakest and cheapest one. So, but I am initially set for Opus, so did it just switch for exploring by itself? If it does that, it's pretty cool. Like it's understanding like which model to use for which task. Okay, so this front-end tool is redesigned without asking me, as I understand. Okay, I'll try it one more time. Let's see the results. But next time, I will just not run it because I know what changes I want. But yeah, I mean, cool animations is nice. Like, how does UFC have it? Yeah. Yeah, the card should have images like here, you know, for example, UFC and odds. Odds to display also good idea. So I need to adjust this card also. Okay, let's see. So is yeah, let's wait for it, I guess, and then see the result. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? No way! Did it do it? Did it do it? Like, what is this? It's like totally craziness. Like, it's totally. What is this? Whoa! This is much better actually. But it looks weird. Ah, it didn't finish, I guess. Yeah, it didn't finish. Well, but this looks much better. I didn't expect this. This is much cooler. There's some things to fix, you know. The coloring, I don't really big fan of. Or it's standard, you know. Blue corner, red corner. Blue corner, red corner. Yeah, I mean, an octagon shape, but no, this is not octagon shape. Yeah, but it's much better actually. Yeah, I will just make some fixes, try to put images here. What else? Odds maybe. At the same time, I also need the images. Images I need for the fighters to populate the database. Where should I get them actually? UFC, the best place, I guess. Okay, so I need documents. UFC. Where's UFC? Not here. Actually, I just don't need to know them. I need their URLs. I need to collect their URLs just to put it in database. Okay, Bautista. Who else we need now? One. Maybe the whole card. Or for now it's okay. This one. Yeah. Okay, so it finished. Let's see the result. Yeah, so it updated. Only upcoming event, or I don't understand. Yeah, it. Next event. There's upcoming event and next event. Okay. So what does it say? Whatever design header switched from light glass, so more pleasant bar to dark broadcast style. Structure to section dark hero section, cinematic dark gradient. Light coming up section. So it left coming up section as light. Actually, I like this idea. Next event will be highlighted like this, and coming up will be like in lighter colors. Okay, so event cards left accent bar now shows red below. Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. For now, we can go with it. Just when I click on it, it does not open the model. Is it meant to be so? Okay, so I need to populate the images. Okay, let's see actually if the fighter, where's the database? Image URL, yeah, it has image URL. So I need to update image URL of fighters. Here are two URLs, one for Bautista Mario and one for Oliveira Vinicius. Where is it? URL actually. Actually, I can update it myself here. No, I updated it wrong. It's okay. Mario, where's Mario? Bautista. Name, where is the name? Name. Mario, I guess. Fighter. Name. Mario. Bautista. Found it. What is this? Okay, see, like too much time wasting, like let Claude update it. Okay, I asked the question here, which was I guess why doesn't the click open? Okay, page TSX is now thin. Server component, it just fetches events and passes them. Okay. On content TSX client component owns the selected event state for the entire page. Both the hero, a featured event card, and each event in the coming up list can open shared. Okay. Yeah.
Lean into the sounds you love. Take your playlists anytime
Hey,
or play your song of the moment
scene.
again and again.
Yeah, I'm developing a simple
All the music
UFC
audio ads on
fight
Spotify
card
Premium. Tap the banner to learn
predictor kind of a thing. Basically, UFC app. This is official UFC.com, but I'm building something similar, which will have upcoming events for the fights. And user can open the fight cards, check the statistics, and it will be making predictions. So I have designed a prediction algorithm, and so basically this will be a UFC fight card predictor where users can see the predictions, and at the same time it will have some other functionalities which I'm still kind of brainstorming, thinking to implement, but it will be mostly for UFC fans. Yeah. Maybe real-time statistics as well, like when the fight starts, I wanted to update the real time, for example, for some fight, so the users can watch the real-time scoring, So now page DSX, home content, clicking the feature will open the fight model. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it opens the model. View card. Okay. You can't hear my voice. Can you hear? Can you hear my voice? It should be, I think, clear. Hear my voice? Yeah, I actually need to write a description on the stream. But yeah, I mean, it's simple UFC predictor, UFC predictor, and checking the statistics, like UFC fights. I want it, it's pretty simple, but I want, first of all, it to have really nice design. So I don't know, with the help of AI somehow, maybe I pull this off, because I'm not a designer, but yeah, let's see. I want to finish up with this UI, so then I can test, because yesterday I generated some algorithm which will, like, based on the data provided, generate the prediction. So it's interesting to test how will it work. Okay, so here we have, okay. Okay, images have been updated for both of the fighters. Okay. Okay, so images are here. Okay, so on the next event card, can we put the images? So somehow we display images of the fighters of the main event. Yeah, you can add match stream with chat also. What do you mean by that? Match stream with the chat also? You mean to display the chat on the stream video? That's what you mean? Actually, that's a cool idea. I should try that definitely. Okay, so on the next event card on the top of the page, let's add the images of the fighters of the main event. You see, we display the main event fighters, and let's add images to them so they look fine in the design. You can take the image URL from the database. Ah, that's what you mean, like www. You can okay. Yeah, so you mean on the website, on the app, like when the match will be live, so to add chat so people can chat there, or what do you mean? I had initially, I have the idea that users can, like, when a match is live, just click, and in a real time, this card will be updating with the total strikes and like a real-time regime, you know? And live chat also would be a nice idea actually there. Yeah, I mean, people watching can chat and maybe also vote. Maybe also vote, like, at the end of the fight, if it's decision, you know, the unanimous decision, it will be like announced and people can vote so they can also like discuss their own decision. That's a cool idea, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool idea. Yeah, I will definitely do that. I'll add it to task list. What do you think? Should this website have authorization required to chat, for example? I think in the beginning, no. Like, it should be public so it'd be easier for people, you know. Okay, too many changes here. I think I need to commit. Yeah, that's nice idea. Yeah, to chat at the same time. Yeah, that's cool. We'll definitely do it. Thanks for suggestion. Anti-gravity? No, I didn't. I have heard, but I didn't see. Let me check. What is it? I have heard it's combines cool with Claude or something like this. Google anti-gravity. What is this? Experience lift off with the next generation. ID. It's ID. Okay. ID. Is it good? Like, what's the difference? Like, why is it so good? Does it have anything like special, like compared to Cursor, for example? If you know. Tab auto completion, natural language code commands, no test aware. User feedback on agents work. That's cool. Yeah, why not? I'll try. I guess it's like subscription based, like Cursor. Maybe I'll try. You know, I have Cursor. It's until the end of the month. So, anyways, I got the Claude subscription, and Claude works really good. So I think I'll stop Cursor subscription and maybe I'll try this. I still use Cursor subscription even though I have Claude, because Cursor is like like quick fixes, quick tasks. On my full-time job, I don't want sometimes to use Claude, so it just goes through checking all the files, and I just quickly make cursor or fix something. So this has individual plans, $0 per month, a plan for everyone who wants to build agent model, even access for free for Gemini, and this plan includes Cloud Sonnet, like, oh, for free? That's crazy. I think it's just for beginning, and then they're gonna just do it not free. Developer plan. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely try it. Okay. Okay, so we have centered these images. Okay, image is updated. They're still like, okay, I'll fix it manually later. Okay, what else do I need here? Like, I don't like these colors. Let's take a UFC website. Red and blue. They also have red and blue on the UFC website. Okay, they also have red and blue here. Yeah, okay, I can spend like too much time on thinking what colors it should be, so I guess I'll proceed first with displaying the UI, fix some things. First of all, yeah, this model is need to be worked on, but before that I need to work on this component. Look how they have on UFC. It looks really smooth, like really nice, but I don't want it to be like exactly like UFC has. Okay, so I have one idea. I'll share the screenshot. How to throw the image. Okay. Okay, so I want to discuss the component, next event and upcoming events. These components I want to improve. They are pretty shallow right now, and I pasted you image from the official UFC website, and I want something like that. Not exact copy, but let's think, let's brainstorm. I want this component to be more expressive in terms of, for example, the images should look better. It should be clear who is fighting, so it's more convenient for the eye, you know. So in our current implementation, I think we have small images first of all, and yeah, first of all, let's start with that. We have small images, so maybe you can have some ideas for improvement. Let's switch to plan mode. Okay, so let's see. This is actually a very important part. Designing the UI components. But after what this plugin did, this Claude plugin for front-end design, I kind of trust it, not to waste. Because you can waste prompts, you can waste tokens on just redesigning, and that's like, there's a callback hell in programming, and there's a callback hell in using prompts for redesigning components, so I don't want to get stuck in that. At least some basics to do, the layout basics, that layout looks good, and then I can deal with the colors later, and I can deal with the responsiveness later, because now it's like not very responsive. Okay, here, okay, let's test the iPhone version. These namings look terrible, I think. The title of the fighter. So yeah, I mean, this all can be improved. Just first need to figure out the layout. So let's see what we will do. Actually, I can ask Codex also to play with some colors, styling. Cool stuff. What is it here? What does it want? It doesn't like the image or what? Okay, so it's designing the main component. I guess I can yeah, I need to commit first, then throw another prompt, maybe to start working on something else. That's the beauty of AI, like you not wait, you do tasks asynchronously. So yeah, I need to find a task which we can start working on in a terminal, so it does not interfere with the task running here in this terminal. So maybe develop some other feature or something like this. Yeah, I also don't like the namings, these namings of the components, like lowercase with dash. I like components naming uppercase and camel case. Need to do that as well, but I think this is the last priority also. Or need to do it and then update the MD file, so from now on it always follows this instruction. How much rework will it be, I wonder? Okay, so it's still doing its thing. Taking so long. Okay, so anyways, we are in the plan mode here. Yeah, so I guess we can commit. Let me commit. Okay, we're getting some errors. Please commit the current changes into the branch, okay? The master branch. And push them. Okay, so we have a model layout update here. Current fight model user carousel. Should we switch to scrollable list? Okay, carousel. Yeah, scrollable. Yeah, let's go with scrollable version. Okay, nice, committed. Okay, now let's clear context and let's go. Okay, now I guess I can start working on another feature, which is we are displaying upcoming fights, and we are working updating this component right now, this one, and overall layout I think here. So let's not mess with this and start working. I don't know what else. Let me check the planning file. What do we have here? Aston Power ranking, actually ranking by the users would be cool to have a ranking like by the most votes and stuff like that. Yeah, this is also interesting. Notification of confine miners. That's very cool stuff. Okay. Actually, it could turn into bankroll management app. That's also a cool idea. Okay. Too many ideas at once. Okay, now it's still updating it. Okay, it will take some. Okay, just gonna go on 2-minute break. Smoke break. Back, guys.
spice up your listening? Smart Shuffle can weave in song recommendations for your playlist when you join Spotify Premium. Or start a jam, where you can invite your friends to create and add to shared playlists, all with unlimited skips and repeats. Tap the banner to learn more.
Okay, it's almost done. Almost done. Okay, so we still have some time. Okay, so it made some adjustments like this, which looks really ugly. Okay. Not what I expected, but okay, all tasks complete. I think this card needs to be wider, I think. What else? You can do like this. Okay, so this will be just telling the user that this is the main card. User clicks, opens, and then it has this kind of a scroll thing. When he clicks on this, I want this to open new model or just expand here. Plus prediction. Okay, so okay. Should it be bigger? Let's check on this size. Yeah, I think it should be a bit wider. Okay, now let's make the main card on the main page like a bit wider. And also when you click and you expand the title fights, I mean not title fight, but all the fights, that card should also be a bit wider, I think, and centered, because the names of the fighter are not centered. Let's do this first and then I'm gonna continue. Okay, made it a bit wider. Yes, I understood. Like this should be images should be on the edges. Nice. Okay, nice. Now I want the main card images to be on the edges, you know, because they are kind of centered and next to them are tight names of the fighters, but I want images to be on the edges. And then I want us to, when the main event card is clicked and it's being expanded and shows all the fights, when clicking on one of the fight, I want it to expand the card or the specific fight and show statistics of the fighters. We already have a component. Please find it. I think it's called fight card, or let me check. We have two components: fight card inside fighters folder or tail of the tape. So try reusing that component to display the statistics of the fighters. Keep in mind that we need to take the statistics from the database. Okay, this is important. Let's see how it handles it. Yeah, I think camera is just... Yeah, like this is better, I think. Okay, let me understand full picture and swap here images. Fighter Rosemont expandable. Let me check. Okay. Checking. Nice. Yeah, this part is important because we should display the full statistics when the card is expanded. Like, oh, this one, like, it's cool actually. But there's some bug, I think. Yeah. Let's see what they display here. Like, on the UFC page. Let's say about this. Okay, we see they have these tabs here. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so matchup stats, record. We have record. Let me just compare it. Career stats, decisions. Height, correct. Weight, reach. I have same reach here. Switch. Okay, so I think my data is not that correct. Okay, so it finished. Let's refresh. Okay, so first of all, this is not cool. I want to make, I guess, the tabs like this. Tabs. The user can switch. There should be not two like boxes like next to each other. We have matchup stats, win by significant strikes. And plus, I want this to be kind of opened in new model window, you know. Or maybe when you click, this one should be expanded instead of opening the model window here. Yeah. A lot of rework, I guess. Okay, can we rework that the main card, when clicked, instead of opening the model, it expands the list of the fights, and when clicked on each of the fights, we open then the big model window, and there we display the fighter statistics of matchup. I think it would be better. Yeah, basically we need a nice component like of the fight card itself. That's the whole beauty of this app. Okay, so I need to clarify one thing. So currently we are creating components like lowercase with dash .tsx files. I want from now on to create like uppercase components, uppercase and camel case components. Also need to try to break down big components into smaller ones. Okay, actually, let me do one thing. Claude MD4, how is it? Need to find that plugin. How is it called? Data is updated. No, this looks not good. No, this is too much. Okay, this is the way to go. Okay, we need to change one more thing. On the main page, when we have main card components, when the user clicks, instead of expanding right on the main page, let's create a route so each card has its own route. User goes to that new route of this card, and on that page he sees the expanded all 5 cards. So basically, okay. Let's check the database. What stats do we have? Okay, so the fighter has Okay, so we have next event. Hmm. Okay, so it's gonna be stuck in redesigning, as I understand. Like this UI became terrible actually. And the code's getting too messy. Need to, I think, manually intervene in the code components. Okay, modify files and it's file final. Okay, so check one thing. What is this? I think before it's too late, I need to just make some rules for Claude. Okay, where is the plugin actually? The simplify plugin, where is it?
Bring the beats with Premium. Download and bring your music anywhere so you can dance to high quality music without hearing ads. Mix up your playlist with song recommendations from Smart Shuffle, or take total control of your listening with unlimited skips and repeats. Experience music without limits. Tap the banner to get started.
Okay. Okay, so I want to make some changes on the project. The component namings are lowercase and dash being used. I want components to be uppercase and camel case. So should we define a rule for this in MD file, or should I create separately skills for it? Can you recommend? From now on, I want to, when Claude be creating components, to follow this rule. Also, I want to break down the components. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so one more thing I want you to check. Okay, now I want you to check one thing. On the main page, please find the component which opens up the fight itself. I want you to find it and tell me which component is being used for it. That, you know, we on the main page, we have a main card, and when you click, then it opens up all the fights listed down, and when you click on the fight, it opens up the model component. And which component is being used for that? Please tell me. Okay, let's update the components to camel Pascal case. Seed. Okay, it will rename all the components now. Rename from kebab case to Pascal case. my mic is off, turns out. Okay, now let's give it a prompt. What I don't like fight card. Fight card, tail of the tape is too long. Okay, let's in general make this model a bit maximum width should be wider for this model in general, and let's work on fight card component. It's a bit long in height. Let's leave basic info like it is now, like total wins, country and stuff like that, but in the end you also added the total strikes. So let's remove it for now, total strikes in the end, that small section, and let's make the tabs on top of this component, like tabs like striking, grappling, and what else can we make? Can you also give suggest ideas? And let's make sure that we are taking everything from the database for this. Like, for example, you can check the database fighter, and make sure that all the fields are wired to this, so we display all the necessary information. Let's do it. Please check the project. You can check the Claude MD file so you get more familiar the project structure. So we have a theme defined in palettes.ts, and I want you to adjust the colors, change it a bit, the general main page colors. I like the light tone, so could you please adjust? Actually, I have no idea for what colors could be done here, so I think this prompt won't work for codecs that much. Or maybe I ask him to fix this component. Yeah. I'm hoping the codecs will suggest something, you know. So main issue I have is that on the main page you can see the events, upcoming events, and when you click on them we redirect to the page of that event, so to the new route. And there we on the UI have a problem. The first event on the list is displayed normally, and all the other ones are kind of displayed not user friendly. The coloring is like not, it's too bright, it's like not visible with the eye. So can you try to adjust the design of it so it's nice for the eye, for the user friendly, you know? I'm open to your suggestions how to do it. I'm not very proficient with design and don't have a clear idea for now how it should look like. You can check websites like UFC.com and check take the inspiration from there. Okay, I'll put extra high for this. Let's see. I hope my computer doesn't crash. I have a couple of terminals of Claude running, and this codex 5.3 is a bit slow. I ran it yesterday and it takes its time, you know. Let's see. Okay, this is done. Okay, let's see what it did. Let's open the main event. Fight card. Yep, fight card is adjusted, but it's looking not good, I think, right now. Striking. Grappling. Career. Overview. Okay, overview. What do we have on UFC? Odds. Grappling. Significant strike. Okay. Striking, grappling is nice naming instead of significant strikes and grappling. Okay, win by, what is this? KO to KO. Wins. Average fight time. Okay, average fight time. And the last section is odds, which I like. I need to do it though as well. Okay, I'll do it later. Now I just need to make this more nice looking. Okay, let's please make this fight card to be height to be bigger, so it displays and doesn't crop the image. It displays the full image in height. Okay, let's try that. I don't know. I'm not sure if it will work, but I just don't want it to scroll, but I want it to be like perfect. I think this is good. I mean, it's like in viewport, but here it's too much information, so I prefer it like this. Yeah, better to be like tabs. Then we will leave a room for prediction in the bottom. Okay, so okay, so Codex is doing its changes. Okay, so usage resets for Claude in like 20 minutes. And yeah, I mean, it's not even 66% for this session. Okay, it fixed it, kind of. This also looks better.
Spotify Premium is the best way to upgrade your listening experience. Enjoy your music fully when you play.
Yeah, I just need to ask it to make this sure that these photos align
It's what your ears deserve. Tap the banner to learn more.
under each other fine, and there is no inconsistency like this here. Hmm. No way. Just get stuck again. Okay, I guess I will need help. Yeah, this is being stuck for some reason. It has happened yesterday for this codex. It asked me and got stuck. Okay, I need to reload, no other way, I guess. Okay, at least codex fixed some of these issues. Um, okay. It- Okay, so what issues are we being stuck at right now? Okay, now please check the component. When we click on the main page, we have like main events, and when we click on the event, we display the list of events under each other. Not events, but list of the fights under each other, and these fights photos don't align symmetrically under each other. They are kind of not consistent. So let's make sure that the images align consistently under each other. This one, for example, I think it should fix this pretty easy. Okay, we didn't get to the most important part, I think, the prediction algorithm. We'll see how it generates, but I just want to fix this UI fixes so it doesn't look bad. And then I can try to run the algorithm for a prediction. But one thing that concerns me is I think the data is not totally correct in the database. Like there's some crazy stats, which I'm not sure. Do we have striking accuracy? So I need the data but to be exactly correct. Like it needs to be 100% correct, because the idea of this is to make to have an algorithm that does the prediction for the fights. For it to give good predictions, it needs data to be like 100% correct. The statistics, like past data of the fighters. Yeah, okay, it fixed it. Now this looks better. But this is not good. What to do with this? This also inconsistently being displayed. Okay, so yeah, we need to do something with this design. Okay, one thing I know what to do, I think, is just to point out inconsistencies. Okay, this next event shows like this. Coming up events are like this. When you click it, it's still same layout, which I don't like. Main card, and in reality it starts with prelims. Not good. It should start from the top, like here. Okay, a couple of points to address now. Where is Okay, now a couple of points to address. On the events page, when we open some event, and we have the listing of all the fights, there are some inconsistencies when the fighter... Okay, or is it fixed already? Let me check. I think it fixed. No, it didn't. Here, for example. Some small inconsistencies, for example, when one of the fighters has a nickname and the second fighter doesn't have a nickname, the title of the nicknamed fighter appears higher from the baseline, is higher than the title of the other fighter. So I want the namings of the fighters be aligned next to each other, like consistently. Also, I will need to differentiate, I think, main card and prelims and stuff. Do I have any clue how to differentiate them, by the way? Event, let me check. We have an event. And we have event and the fight. Okay, let's check the visualizer, maybe it helps. So what do we have? Round statistics, fight bonus, fighter, fight, title fight, fight order, in round. Event. Event is connected to fight, so each event has fight. But I think we don't have the the clue, like is it prelim or main event? First of all, I will just reverse this from top to bottom, so the main fight will be on top. But this thing actually is unnecessary here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's fixed now. Perfect. So fight matchup. Let me manually just check this component. I want to just try to do something. Event fights model page container. I need fight matchup. Okay. Fight matchup component title. Let me check. What is this? Fight matchup. Okay, so this is the one. So this is the one. Okay. This is fight matchup. This is here. Fight matchup. Okay. So we are mapping over this. I want to reverse this actually. Okay, let's reverse it. Fine, now we have the main event on the top. And I want to remove this actually. The top from here. Fight list. If I remove this, oh. I think it's much better without this. Yeah. Okay, much better like this, but I hope no, it's okay on the main page. So we have a title here, the fight night, the date, and we have fight cards here. We have an issue with design. It's not looking nice. Need to find some solution for it. I need to also like we have a main card and we don't have the prelims. I need to open up here plan mode. Okay, please check the Claude file, and we need to talk specifically about database. I need you to help me understand if we have any info about the, for example, upcoming event and the fights, if those fights are prelim fights or main card fights. Please check the database and tell me if we have this info. Okay guys, so I think it's gym time now. I'm gonna go out and be back and be continuing this project today. So in a couple of hours we're gonna be back. We need to do meaningful work today. Today is the day. So thanks everyone who was watching.